5:30 starts now.
A Vermont family in mourning after their dog went missing and never came home. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Darren Perrin.
And I'm Catherine Huntley. Authorities have charged a Randolph man in connection to the dog's disappearance. Channel 3's Cam Smith has been investigating this incident and joins us live. Cam, what can you tell us?
Yeah. 2-year-old husky Halo disappeared from the family's home in Randolph, something the owner says was unlike her. 2 weeks later, disturbing details led the family on a search for justice.
I slept on that couch for 7 days because I was afraid I wouldn't hear her scratch on the door.
Yeah, and ultimately, the scratches at the door never came.
No.
Those scratches would have been from Janice Lyman's 2-year-old husky Halo. On April 22nd, Lyman says she was off leash in the yard like usual, but this time she wandered off.
We started searching, looking all over, and could not find her.
Eventually, the search widened, including missing dog posters, game cameras, and dozens of volunteers. But after 14 days, her body was found. Investigators traced the incident back to 71-year-old John Brown. Court paperwork states when Halo went missing, Brown claims he saw her on his property, attacking his rooster. Police say Brown shot Halo at his property just past this covered bridge. They say the next day he dragged Halo's body from his property across 150 yards into this field where they say they found Halo's body just off of the bank of the second branch.
She was 2 and died violently by herself.
Brown, who pleaded not guilty to animal cruelty charges, has maintained he had the right to kill Halo. Under Vermont law, animals are considered property. A domestic pet found wounding, killing, or worrying another animal or fowl can be killed to prevent injury to the animal being attacked. What sticks out to you the most? Legal experts say cases like this are challenging.
What's really important to remember is that it needs to be necessary and it needs to be humane. But even though animals are property, there are cruelty protections that are in place, for circumstances like this.
According to court documents, an X-ray by a local vet did not show any bones in Halo's stomach or feathers in her mouth. The remains of the rooster were never recovered either. Those who know Brown don't believe he would have acted with malice.
He lives off his land. Everything that he owns, everything he is right here, and everything he knows is right here. And we just kind of let him live this way, and now his whole life is upside down because he was protecting his own.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? Come here.
Lyman says she feels some guilt about what happened to Halo and now doesn't let her dogs too far out of her sight. She's determined to turn that guilt into justice for Halo.
Her death needs to stand for something. Like, people need to understand that this is happening around them, and it's got to stop.
Now, an animal cruelty charge could mean a year in prison or a $1,000 fine or both. I spoke with Brown on the phone, who originally agreed to an interview but then backed out. His attorney did not respond to my request for an interview. Brown is due back in court in February. In the studio, Cam Smith, Channel 3 News.